Hi, this is Wayne from Inkish at OPS 2025. I have the pleasure to be with Matthias from Control S. Matthias, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So is this your first time at OPS or do you come every year?
We come every year. I think I'm the 10th or 9th time here in a
right.
row now.
Okay.
It's always a pleasure to be here because I think this is one of the main leading events when it comes to online print and smart factory.
It's my first time here, and I've got to say, I think it's been fantastic. I've learned so much personally, to be honest with you, about the industry, and I've been in the industry a long time.
Yeah.
So before we came on camera, we was talking about your software.
Yes.
Factory management.
Correct. So we have Symphony, the smart factory processing, what we call it, where you can build your lights out factory with it.
Right. So, lights out factory. We've heard a lot of talk about lights out production.
Yes.
So what you're saying is with your software that can become a reality?
True. Correct. So
okay.
There are still some challenges, like I discussed last time with Morten. There are some challenges on a real lights out factory that comes to a hardware point, but from a software point of view, we can support building that, and we have the first customers that have a part light out factory where really nobody is in production during some times of the day.
Right. Okay. So let's say, for example, we're talking about a online print job. So the job comes in. It goes through a web to print system or wherever it may be. The artwork is collected. It's fired down into the MIS system. Do you pick it up from there, or do you take it when it comes in from the web to print?
We normally take it directly when it comes from a web to print, or when it comes from a B2B integration from the SAP system of your customer.
Right.
Then we grab the order. We check what is needed, what needs to be done, what system needs to be involved, what pre-press part needs to be done.
Okay.
And then we do the scheduling and planning on which machinery do I produce this product most cost effectively.
Okay.
And then we manage it through the whole production process. So we do the machine integrations. We also steer the people on the shop floor that they know what they need to do when.
Right. Okay.
And then it goes to shipping and invoicing, and then the order is produced and done.
Okay, so obviously, when it goes onto a production board, if you're receiving lots and lots of jobs at a different time, that's an ever-changing thing. I think most production directors would have a heart attack at the thought of a computer planning their production routes.
Yeah.
But your system can do that effectively, and more importantly, it will pick the right machine for it, whether it be digital or offset based on the run lengths?
Yeah, correct. So we have there two things in place. The one is the batching logic, where you can say, okay, what orders do I want to combine?
Right.
And what the planning algorithm is doing is, with every new job that comes in, it recalculates if there are better possibilities, better machineries. Because it's not that the job defines is it digital or offset, it's the whole situation in your factory that defines is digital or offset now the cheapest way to produce the product.
Right. And what about stock control? So I'm guessing it will check your warehousing to make sure that the material is in stock?
Yeah.
If it's not, does it order and then reschedule it for when the delivery is due?
Yes. So we have the stock inventory for materials, but also for stock articles, because drop shipping is one of the main things that is also in web to print now a big topic. And the system manages the materials, reorders the materials automatically if needed, and also schedules when the estimated arrival day of the material is there.
Okay. So when the material actually arrives, I guess it's a barcode scan, and then that fires it into production.
Correct. Yes. You have Android apps on barcode scanners where you just scan the incoming of the material. You scan it to the warehouse where it is stored, and then the operators get also some hints when they need to move it from this stock to this machinery. Right. They get shown on the list what needs to do when.
Okay. Fascinating. And what about the job tracking? How is that? So do you actually put sensors onto the machines for job tracking for machine runs?
No, we are not doing any hardware. So for that, so when either machines are capable of doing job tracking, so like the normal digital presses, they are all capable. When it comes to post-pressing, we work with different partners that do the integrations, or with the machine vendor itself, depending on what what is the need of the specific customer and what are the capabilities of the machineries.
Right, okay. So you work on open APIs, I guess, with the OEMs?
Correct, yes.
Right.
So we, I think one of the main goals of Symphony is doing integration with every software and every hardware. For that, we build a very open API structure.
Right, okay.
And we have teams that are doing nothing else than building interfaces to other vendors,
Right.
customers, shops, OEMs.
Okay. So the job's been produced, the job's been packed, it's
Yes.
been dispatched,
Yeah.
and then I guess you talk to online credit websites, banking websites to create invoices like Xero and QuickBooks and that kind of thing.
Correct. So normally that depends a little bit on how the system or how the setup is.
If it's not prepaid,
If
yeah,
it's
obviously.
prepaid in,
Yeah.
in web to print, but when it comes to B2B integrations, there's often that you need to create invoices per week, per month, but they need to be separated per cost center
Yeah,
or
yeah.
per different departments.
Tax coding.
Correct.
And all of that.
And there we have a very mighty invoice module where you can configure what are your rules, what are the invoice
Right.
addresses, what are the regulations. So is it in Europe, is it in Germany, goes it to Switzerland? There
Yeah,
are some
exactly.
law
Yeah.
regulations. And then you produce the orders, and when they are produced a week later or months later, depending what is the
yeah.
rule, the invoice
yeah.
is automatically created. Send it to SAP, e-invoice, and then you just get the money.
Wow, it sounds like a fascinating system.
It is.
I've been involved with MIS over the years, and the lights out seems like something that everybody's striving for. But it looks like you're making some big inroads into that.
Yes, yeah. So I think the main advantages of Symphony is that we really focus on the automation part. So
Yeah.
everything that we build, every button that a user can click, you can also automate it,
Right.
which is the main goal or the main thing that you need to really create a lights out factory.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's what everybody's striving for. Throw a few robots in there, and
then it
it's-
works.
And it's
Yeah.
not that far away, is it?
No, it's as I said, from a software point of view, I think we are more or less there where to really build that. And also the hardware and also the machine vendors, they are getting more and more next to it. So we
Yeah.
have customers that use ATS systems where no material is manually put into the presses.
Yeah.
It's all automatically done.
Yeah.
So there will still be
Yeah.
some people around doing the maintenance of that machinery, but
Well, HP have developed a robot now that will actually bring paper to the feeder and take it out of the
Yeah,
delivery. So, we're not that far away.
no.
Scary, but I think it's quite interesting.
It will change some things also on in production,
Yeah.
but I think this is the way how it goes.
It's the future.
And this is where it needs to go also.
Well, I wish you all the luck. It sounds like a fantastic program.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks.